Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So, carrying on with the G11P quick vids. For this one, we're going to have a look at the assignment menu. So for this, mainly it's a quick way of assigning functions, not channels, to your actual buttons. And we've got the K buttons, which are all these. Then if we go in and change it, you've got your switches, which is this one, and there's one on the handle and a few other ones, one underneath here. Basically anything that's got SW in the actual name will be assignable on here. If we go into the next one, it's trims. So all these, you've got the toggle trim down on the actual throttle. And then if we go to the other ones, VR, so these are your variables. You've got this one at the top and you've also got one underneath. So basically what this assignment menu lets you do, if we go into a K button, so these will usually be to turn a function on and off. So if we look, we've got exponential, forward, back, throttle idle up, throttle lock, cruise control, ABS. Then you've got your timer, stop, start and reset, timer reset, throttle start timer, turn that function on and off, SVC, beginner mode, four-wheel steer, then your four-wheel switching, rear wheels, so you can assign it to dedicate one of the buttons to them mixers. Then you've got drive switching, front and rear drive, brake mixing, ABS, then your program mixers to turn them on and off. But basically, if you're putting it on one of the K types, so if we look, if we assign it, then when we press K1, it'll turn exponential on and off. You can change the direction of it, which is kind of useful for certain things. It just does the opposite when you press it. For certain options it makes a lot more sense, and then you can have it so it turns or triggers. So if you see what it's doing, exponential open, exponential close. If we change it to a turn, every time we press it, it'll change it. So we've got those options that we can have. If you want to remove it, just select none. Then if we look at the switches, so for a switch, we've got a whole bunch of things that we can turn on and off, and it's usually the same as what we'd have for the K types. So if we go to ABS on switch 1, then we can set normal or reverse direction. So if we look, when we press it, when it's out, it's off, when it's in, it's on. If we reverse it, when it's out, it's on, and when it's in, it's off. So that's what your reversing of the function does. And it'll be pretty much the same for any of these switches. So let's have a look. We've got switch 2 and 3 on here. So if we set that to four-wheel steer, let's see what options we get on this then. So the two extremes will turn it on or off. Center, I'll just leave it. So you can see what it does. But that is our switches, and again, to take them off, just set them to none. So for the switches, you're basically looking at turning a function on or off, enable or disable. Then when we go to trims, you'll notice we've got direction, we've got a number of steps. So if we look at what we can set on trim, so steering, throttle, sub trim, throttle sub trim, steering rates, forward rate, back rate, exponential. So you've got a whole bunch of options for all the features of things that can be adjusted, not just turning them on and off. So let's go up to the top and see what we've got. So if, for example, throttle trim, if you want to set that to 1. So we've got that on TR2, that one. So it will jump 2 at a time. If you want to make it more granular, we can go over and we can change that to 1. So whatever you're adjusting will then adjust 1 at a time. If you want to reverse it, so at the minute, pressing forward or up increases, back decreases. So if we want to change that, we can reverse it, then up will decrease, down will then increase. So it really depends on how you like using your transmitter and what direction you want these things to go in. And this will be the same for all the trims. So we've got, I think TR4 is the rocker underneath, then we've got these 3 at least. I think that's a K-type button. You always forget about that button there. But yeah, it's got all the options on here, and again you can click none to remove it. And then finally, if we go to the variables, and these are the same sort of function set as trim, where it's all features that are adjustable. So this is not to turn a feature on and off. To turn a feature on and off, you'd use a switch or a K button. And then these are for adjusting all the rates and everything, or various different values. So if you wanted to set your steering rate on VR1, so if we come out, we can see when we adjust our steering dual rate now, it'll go up and down. And then again, you can adjust the direction by going in, and all the dual rates will do one step at a time, but you can reverse it, so forward decreases, backwards increases. But basically that is all your assignments and what they do. All you've got to do is look through here and look for the thing you're trying to do. The main takeaway from this is just to remember that basically if it's a K-type, it's going to be turning it on or off, and K-types can be set to either turn when you press it or trigger only when you press it. So if you wanted one to set as a hooter or something, then you'd set it to a K-type and you'd press it. If it's something that you only want to work whilst you're pressing and holding the button, you'd have it set to trigger. So any function that you only want to work while you're pressing the button, you'd have trigger. If you want to press the button and leave it and it stay to what you set it to, you want it set to turned. If we change that and we go to switches, so on these, it's anything, again, that you want to turn on and off, and you can reverse the direction of them. Then if we go on trim, these can be adjusted. You can adjust the number of steps they go in and the direction. And then your variables, you can't adjust the number of steps because they'll go 1 at a time, but you can adjust the direction. And again, the variable and the TR for your trims are things that can be adjusted. Then your switches and your K-types for your buttons, they are for functions that you turn on and off. So hopefully that makes sense and clears a few things up and gives you a few ideas of stuff you can do with this transmitter. But thanks again for watching WTF Rc Cars. Hopefully you find this useful, entertaining, or a bit of both. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and catch you guys again in the next one.